Hello, once again I welcome you to SYB General English paper. So far we have discussed falling tone, its uses. In this lecture, in this video, we are going to talk about the rising tone. So rising tone is presented by this mark. So there is difference between the falling tone and rising tone. Falling tone is represented by mark like this before the stressed syllable, but the rising tone is represented by these marks. So rising tone or the rising mark is placed before the stressed syllable where the change in pitch begins. So many times we have discussed the meaning of pitch. So pitch refers to the vibration at vocal folds or vocal cords. So there are certain circumstances, certain situations where rising tone occurs. We are going to talk about which are the circumstances of the situations where we use the rising tone in our conversation or in our utterances or articulation. First is yes no questions. So while discussing the falling tone, we talked about the falling tone is used or falling tone is given before the stressed syllable and particularly in WH questions. But a rising tone is put before, or rising tone is placed before, or rising tone is used in situations or in questions which seeks answer either in yes or no. So the first situation is yes no questions. For example, in example like is the water cold? So to this question, answer will be either yes or no. When the answer to the question is given either in the form of yes or no, such questions are called as yes no questions. So here you can see, is the water cool? The speaker or the listener may respond it according to the condition of the water. He may respond it whether it is yes or no. So in such situations, in such utterances, in such cases where the questions seeks the answer either in yes or no, usually rising tone is used. You can here see is the water cool? So cool is stressed syllable. The change in the pitch begins here at the cool. So it will take rising tone and it will be indicated by this mark. So you can see here the difference between the mark that is taken by or that is indicated at the time of rising tone and at the time of falling tone. In falling tone, mark is placed before the stressed syllable, but the position is different, the place is different. Here it is given below the stressed syllable. On the contrary, in the falling tone, it is given above the stressed syllable. So in questions like yes no, is the water cool? Or in question like are you coming? Now look at this sentence. Are you coming? So answer can be either yes or no. So it will be here. The mark of rising tone will be here because this syllable is stressed and this change in pitch begins here. Are you coming? Or the next example can be taken. Was the film good? Was the film good? So answer can be either yes or no. Response can be either yes or no. When the answer is given in either in yes or no, in such situation, in such cases, there will be a rising tone and it will be given before the stressed syllable where the change in pitch begins. In examples like this, is the water cold? Are you coming? Was the film good? You can see here it shows the rising tone. So this mark indicates change in pitch. Then the example like, do they speak Telugu? So answer can be either yes or no. So change in pitch begins here. So it will be indicated by this mark. Do they speak Telugu? So first circumstances is yes, no questions. Now let us see the second circumstances or situation where rising tone is used. Sometimes rising tone is used in interrogative questions. Interrogative questions, or it is also called as WH questions. While discussing falling tone, we talked about WH questions in detail. The words like how, when, where, what, which, whom are called as WH questions because it either contains word W, it contains either letter WH or only H. So in a falling tone also WH question is used, and it is also used in sometimes in a rising tone also. But the difference between them lies in the usage. In falling tone, when WH question is used, its intention is different. In falling tone, the intention of the use of WH question is casual or neutral, and on the contrary, when it is used in a rising tone, its intention, its purpose or its objective is different. It will indicate a different thing. It will indicate that the speaker has some friendly relationship with the listener, or there is some sort of warmth. So friendliness and warmth. So these two things are important. When rising tone is used with the question starting with WH, it will indicate that the speaker has some friendliness and warmth for the listener, for the receiver. And when the falling tone is used using WH questions, or when the falling tone will occur at WH questions, it will only indicate, it will only show, it will only suggest casual or neutral remark. It does not show any friendliness or warmth. So this is the difference between the uses of falling tone and rising tone, because it indicates different mood or different condition of mind. So in WH questions also we can use rising tone. For example, look at the question like, what is the matter? So while discussing falling tone, we talked about how falling tone can be placed before the stressed syllable, but the intention is different. Here intention is that it will show what is the matter, it will show the speaker's friendliness and warmth. So first situation was yes no questions. Second was interrogative questions, that is W or H, but its intention will be different, its tone will be different, its purpose will be different, its objective will be different. Here the objective is friendliness and warmth, while in falling tone the objective is just to show the casual or neutral remark. Then the third one is so this is the second use interrogative, that is WH question. The third use is polite request. Rising tone is used while making polite requests. So in examples like this, could you explain this please? Could you explain this please. So here you can see it is a request. It is a polite request. The speaker here politely requests the other person to explain the matter. So the rising tone will be placed before the stressed syllable in polite request. So could you explain this, please? Could you explain this, please? Could you explain this, please? So rising tone will be here in polite request, or in example like this. Would you drop me home? Next example, would you drop me home? So it is also polite request, and rising tone will be placed before the syllable where change in pitch begins. So first one is yes no question, second one is interrogative question, third one is polite request. Then it is also used in question tags. Falling tone and rising tone, both type of tones are used in question tag is used both in falling tone and rising tone, but there is a difference between the uses. In falling tone, when the question tag is used, it indicates, it shows, or it connotes only the agreement. The speaker wanted to seek the agreement from the listener. So in falling tone, there will be the objective of the question tag in falling tone will be only to seek an agreement from the listener. On the contrary, when the question tag is used and the tone is rising one, its objective will be different. Here, the speaker is not going to seek an agreement, but his objective is here to seek confirmation. So remember, when WH question is used and the tone is a falling one, the objective will be an agreement. When the question tag will be there and tone will be rising one, the objective will be of seeking confirmation. So two things we have to keep in mind: agreement and confirmation. So objective of question tag in falling tone will be to seek an agreement, and the objective of question tag and the tone is rising one, its objective will be, its intention will be seeking confirmation from the speaker. So this is the basic difference. Remember, like WH questions, question tags can be used both in rising tone and in falling tone. We have talked about WH questions. When the WH question will be there and the tone will be the falling one, the speaker's intention will be casual one. It will be neutral one. And when there will be WH questions and the tone will be the rising one, the intention of the speaker will be of friendliness and warmth. So same is with question tags. Question tags can be used in both type of tones, that is falling and rising tone, but we have to keep in mind that intention or the objective of both is different. When question tag will be there and the tone will be falling one, the objective will be of seeking an agreement from the listener, and when question tag will be there and the tone will be the rising one, here the speaker wanted to confirm, he wanted to seek confirmation from the listener. So this is the basic or fundamental difference between the uses of question tag in both tone. Once again, I want you to listen it carefully. So intention of falling tone while using question tag will be agreement, and in rising tone its intention will to seek confirmation and the question tag will be there. We can illustrate it through examples. Now look at the example like this. The man has left The man has left. Its tag will be hasn't he. Now the man has left, hasn't he. Now the objective of the speaker here is not to seek an agreement, but he wants to just confirm whether the man has left or not. By using rising tone here, he wanted to seek confirmation from the listeners or from the recipients. So here the speaker says the man has left, hasn't he. So here change in pitch is at the question that is hasn't he, and it indicates that the objective of speaker here is to seek confirmation rather than seeking an agreement. Now the speaker is not sure whether the man has left or not. He just wanted to confirm it from the listener, and the tone he used is a rising one. So he will say here the man has left, hasn't he. The final one, the last uses of the rising tone is to convey sarcasm. By changing the tone, the speaker conveys the sarcasm or contempt. Now we can consider how one can convey the sarcasm or contempt through his tone, through using the rising tone. Through the example like this. Now look at the example. The man is powerful. Look at the sentence. The man is powerful. The man is powerful. So here the speaker wanted to show that being a powerful, he can do anything that he wants to. So here the sarcasm is that the man is powerful. So powerful here, rising tone is used to indicate the sarcastic statement of the speaker. It means that the speaker want to say that this person who is referred in the statement can do anything because he is powerful. Or in sentence like this, the earth is ours to pollute. The earth is ours to pollute. Now this is a statement when the tone will be rising one in the stressed syllable where the pitch begins, where the change in pitch begins, the meaning will be different. The earth is ours to pollute. The earth is ours to pollute. So here you can see the sarcastic statement is here. It means that we can pollute earth because it's ours, it belongs to us. The rising tone is used to show the sarcasm. It shows to indicate it question tags. Then in situations like polite request, interrogative statements, or yes no questions, we have to keep in mind these 5 circumstances or 5 situations where rising tone is generally used by the speakers. But the difference between the falling tone and rising tone we have to keep in mind as far as 2 points are concerned: interrogative and question tags. So difference lies between the intention or as far as the interrogative questions and question tags are concerned. So after rising tone we are going to learn about falling rising tone. So far we discussed both falling tone and rising tone. We have come across the situations or circumstances where falling tone is used and rising tone is used. We have also witnessed the circumstances where we can use either falling tone or rising tone and how the meaning is get modified by change in a tone. But there are certain situations or circumstances where the speaker uses rising and falling tone. So falling and rising tone is indicated by the mark. Before the stressed syllable, where the change in pitch begins. So in order to show the falling and rising tone, we have to use this mark. It is placed before the stressed syllable where the change in pitch begins. So it is placed in front of the stressed syllable, remember. So it conveys the falling and rising tone conveys more than literal meaning. So literal meaning stands for, the literal meaning means the meaning that can be observed in a word. But falling tone and rising tone, when two tones are combined or brought together, it conveys or it gives more than literal meaning. It means we have to explore the hidden meaning here. If we know that there are two types of meaning, surface meaning or literal meaning and implied meaning. So falling and rising tone, when the two tones are brought together or combined together, the implied meaning here is conveyed. So we have to concentrate on implied meaning as far as the uses of falling and rising tone. When they are brought together, it indicates more than literal meaning. So implied meaning is more important here. The speaker here wanted to convey the hidden meaning or implied meaning. So implied meaning can be speaker's attitudes of doubt, sarcasm, reassurance and apology. Now remember, by bringing together falling and rising tone, speaker can talk about his attitudes of doubts, then sarcasm, then apology, or doubt, sarcasm, apology or reassurance. So use of falling and rising tone together tells us about the intention or the speaker's attitudes. It can be doubtful, it can be reassuring, it can be sarcastic or it can be apologetic. Now we are going to look at how falling and rising tone together modifies or changes the meaning through some examples. The first example is, the situation is not completely bad. The speaker here uttered a sentence, the situation is not completely bad. So change in pitch begins here. It is a stressed syllable. It will take a mark of falling and rising. Falling and rising. The situation is not completely bad. So here the attitude of the speaker is of reassurance. Or in statement like, the cook can surely make us a cup of coffee. Cook can surely make us a cup of coffee. Now here the speaker wanted to show sarcasm. So there will be falling and rising tone on coffee. The cook can surely make us a cup of coffee. So here the speaker's intention is to show that the cook can make them a cup of coffee. The stress is on the word coffee. Syllables is cough is stressed. So you can see here the rising and falling and rising tone is used, and its intention of the speaker is sarcastic one. Or in situation like, you can manage. Falling and rising tone is here. You can manage. You can manage. Here the speaker is doubtful. The attitude of the speaker is of doubt. The speaker is doubtful about the listener's ability or capability. Here his doubt is presented by the use of falling and rising tone. You can manage. And the next one is although. Although we lost the order, I did try hard. Although we lost the order, I did here change in pitch begins. So the speaker here wanted to show his apologetic attitude. So rising and falling tone will be here. Although we lost the order, I did the try hard. So apologetic attitude is presented here. So you can see here how we can use rising and falling tone to show different types of attitude of the speaker. So attitude of the speaker can be of doubtful, it can be reassurance, it can be sarcastic, it can be apologetic. So appropriate use of falling and rising tone will help him to express or to tell the listener about the speaker's attitude, intention or his state of mind. Thank you.